Hello. Alright, okay, it's that then. I'm trying to figure out whether or not.
Are you using the right mic?
Yeah, it is. It says AT 2020, so we should be good.
Make sure you talk loudly and with enthusiasm.
Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the Rogan here. My name is Trent.
Joining with Garrett.
And today, guys, we're bringing you our review of Fate of the Furious. It's about 2 weeks late, but I think that's alright. A lot of our reviews might be a few weeks late, but...
What? No, they're not.
What? Anyway, so there are going to be spoilers for this. If you guys don't want to be spoiled on anything from Fate of the Furious or anything from Fast and Furious franchise, click off this video, go see the movie, then come back and watch this video then. So, Garrett, why don't you... Well, you probably don't know much about the plot, do you?
There wasn't much to the plot.
Why
don't you go for it?
Alright, so the plot was basically Dom and Letty, they were in Cuba and they're having a good time and everything, and then this lady comes back and is she's blackmailing / holding hostage someone important to Dom in exchange for Dom helping her collect these things to get a nuclear sub or something.
You said the lady was doing this.
Letty.
You mean Cypher was?
No, Letty's Dom's girlfriend.
Wasn't
I'm
black.
saying they were both in Cuba.
Yeah, but she wasn't black. Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, so basically in exchange, Dom had to do all these things. He had to get an EMP. He had to get some nuclear launch codes to the submarine in order so that these people wouldn't get hurt that he cared for. So, and then the rest of the crew tries to stop her and him and everything like that.
So the basis premises is that it's Dom. Is his name Dom or Don?
Dom.
So it's basically Dom versus the rest of his team.
Right.
He's like, who else could beat the Fast and Furious team except for a member? One of its own members. I think the whole premise was pitting the team against itself.
Yeah, because they've never done it before in the other hundreds of sequels that they've done. Another interesting thing is that I have watched all the Fast and Furious franchise. He hasn't, so it's.
I've watched one, so.
You watched Tokyo Drift.
It makes an interesting perspective. He watched all of them, and it kind of.
And I can give my viewpoints on the whole franchise and everything.
And I can see if you can just watch the movie just without watching the other movies.
Yep. So Garrett, how'd you feel about this movie?
I thought it was very controversial.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding. I liked it a lot. I liked it. As most movies nowadays, action movies, it was kind of outrageous a bit. Some of the action sequences are a little bit unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I liked the outrageous, the over the top take they took. How about you?
I think this is honestly probably the best of the franchise. Probably tied with the first one.
I hear that a lot. A lot of people love this one.
I mean, it beat Star Wars in the opening weekend, I think it was, in the box office. And I can see why. I mean, this movie had everything. It had comedy, action. It was just really...
Great actors.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that Paul Walker's not in it. I think he would have done some really cool stuff.
But now they have Scott Eastwood. I think they're trying to put Scott Eastwood in.
No, he can never ever.
Who is the
get Paul Walker's
who
brother.
Is just the agent of a government, but starts working with the team.
No.
I mean, he's never gonna replace Paul Walker. Paul Walker was his own man, but he might be the new addition to the crew. I think.
I don't want him to be an addition. He can be the new addition to this dick. Moving on.
Kids watch this show, Trent.
What? Isaac.
Hey,
shout out to Whiskers 2020. Anyway, so do you have a favorite part or scene to this movie?
My favorite part. Why don't you go first?
My favorite part was just the comedy of this movie. This movie was generally one of the first movies where I laughed so hard. I kept laughing. It was so funny. And I'll get into this later, but it was surprisingly funny because the past ones haven't been as funny. You had to slip in a few things here and there.
Really?
Yeah, but this one probably was the funniest, especially with Hobbs at the beginning.
I didn't think they have a lot of funny parts.
I mean, a lot
especially Dwayne The Rock Johnson's parts.
Well, he's been in it since 5. And in 5, he had a few funny parts, I guess.
But he had a lot of funny parts this time.
Yeah, I know. I guess, I mean...
yeah.
But yeah.
My favorite part, I would say, is the chase through the city, where Dom is trying to get the nuclear codes. I know you might disagree with me, but I like the part like they have all these hybrid cars, like all the self-driving cars, like Tesla, gets hacked by Cypher, who is the main bad woman of this movie.
Antagonist.
Yeah. And she's like the super hacker, and she hacks all the cars and gets them to attack each other. But my real favorite part is when the team is trying to stop Dom by like shooting harpoons into him and chasing him through the streets.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know what he's driving, but I think it's a Dodge Challenger.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
I think it's modified a little bit.
I think it's a Dodge car though, right?
Maybe.
Or is it a Chevy?
I didn't look, but
anyway, keep going.
My favorite scene was obviously the prison fight with Hobbs. Like, they were shooting rubber bullets at him, and they were just bouncing off him.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
And he was just like, and then, like, there's 3 guards, they, like, came out of that doorway, and they're like, ah, you know? Like, dude, he is such a badass, dude. Like,
is he your favorite character?
For the action sequence, like, yes. I mean,
Just
like, he was getting hit and shot with, and then, like, oh, man, I can't even remember everything, but he did. He was freaking amazing. And also, I liked him for his comedy at the beginning with the soccer team, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But and then Roman was definitely really funny with that part with Scott Eastwood, where he was like Scott Eastwood goes like this, and he was like that part got me, and then the other part he did.
I think Hobbs is my favorite character too. I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
and also Deckard in the end. Like he was just kicking all those guys. The bad guy that they didn't want to work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just did really good though. I mean, he did good that last scene, even though
he was a good man. He's definitely a good guy.
Hopefully, he's in the next movie. I mean, hopefully he's like a good guy.
He's John Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. Okay, this should be easy. Do you have any like worst parts or improvements for the movie?
Some of the stuff they made too obvious. Like, you knew where the movie was going throughout the whole time. I mean, I guess it's the action movie and it doesn't matter that much the storyline, but they did, like, obvious things. Like, when Dwayne The Rock Johnson's yelling at this group of people. He's like, our team is the best. We will defeat the other people. And it just turns out he's talking to a whole bunch of girls. I saw that coming. It was kind of, like, obvious humor. It's like, oh, okay. That's what I would improve. Just some of the humor and just don't make it so predictable. Like, don't do the humor that everyone expects you to do. Like, humor that's just in every movie.
My worst part was the self-driving cars. Because not all of them were Teslas. They were just regular cars.
Not all of them were.
Yes, they were. There were taxis in there. There's not Tesla taxis.
Hey,
I feel like they... Like, that was so stupid. Like, I
well, that's part of them being over the top, though.
Yeah, I didn't...
I don't know
it bothered me a little bit. It bothered me a bit. And there was, like, a lot of them, too. And then, like...
It was kind of nice. Wasn't it kind of nice to see all the cars just chasing one car, just, like,
I
power
guess,
up on
but,
top
like...
of each other?
Yeah, kind of... It's like World War C. You know, like World War Z with all the zombies driving on top of each other on the wall.
We'll let that joke pass.
Shut up! That was
no,
good.
I like that. It was good.
But yeah, and then also the baby fighting in the end with the plane and
not the baby fighting.
No, the Deckard fighting with the baby. Like you don't think one bullet would at least pass through it? Like, I feel like he couldn't have been like. What if the two guys were coming at the same time? Like, I don't think he'd be able to go like bang and then.
Wait, they just hits him with the baby then. Like...
That baby's face was awesome though.
That's a little pervy.
Shut up.
Nah, I'm kidding.
And then an improvement is that
you would have
a small improvement is that okay, in the trailer you had no idea why Dom was betraying them, right? And I knew you had to figure out in the movie, but I feel like they should have waited until like the very last second that they could have said that he was the bad guy, or at least he had to betray the team. Like, if you didn't show her meeting with him in Cuba or like something like that. Or maybe that maybe he meets with her at first when she thinks she's just a regular person, then cut it right there. And then you see her later. And then you see her later. It's like, oh wait, it's that girl from the beginning. And then show him like, and all of a sudden like if you didn't watch the trailers, then all of a sudden you see Dom go like this and take out Hobbs, you know. And then you'd be like, what the crap's going on, you know? I think they should have done something like that.
Well,
but,
I mean that's been done a lot.
I mean, they did pretty good on hiding it. Like, I had no idea that he had a kid, but I mean, I already said.
He has a kid.
I I already said spoilers at the beginning.
I know.
Do you have any like theories
Theories.
for this movie?
You said
Theory.
about that they have more sequels coming out.
Yeah, a lot.
How many did you say?
I heard 10, but I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
eventually it'll show them older, and then their kids start driving. So maybe
They
their
have like
their kids will be part of the Fast and Furious team eventually.
have like not Paul Walker's, Brian's kid, along with
Not Brian's kid.
Vin Diesel's kid at the end, and
Not-
it's just like wanna race.
Vin Diesel's Brian has a kid.
Yeah, Brian has a kid.
Yeah,
and-
but so does Paul. I mean, so does Hobbs. Hobbs has a kid. Vin Diesel has a kid.
yeah, but I would like to see.
And Brian has a kid.
Yeah, but it started with Brian and Dom. It should end with Brian and Dom, through their kids. You know,
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking the series is going. I think they're gonna eventually
like have their kids like they're 18 or 16 or something like that, and then just be like, well, his name.
Racing against
Oh
the
yeah.
guys.
What? No, he named him Jason. I was gonna say if Brian named his kid Dom and Dom named his kid Brian at the
That would
end.
just be confusing.
That'd be so awesome.
We're so great at naming people.
No, but Brian named his kid Jason, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that kind of ties into with the next thing about the sequel. So that was my theories.
yeah,
What is your theory?
just basically in another sequel, which I guess is part of sequel talk, or whatever. But
Let's just combine them.
yeah, that girl's gonna return at some point. I feel like
Cypher.
Cypher, yeah.
Cypher, no siphoning.
It's like Hobbs' daughter.
No. What's that girl? What's Dom's girlfriend?
Letty.
Yeah, she kind
Cypher,
of
no
she kind
Cypher.
of looks like a little bit Dora the Explorer.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. And then also a little part with the sequel is I like to see a sequel where it's like off-roading. Like they've done drifting, and they did a little bit with drag racing, but I want to, and they do street racing, but I want to see off-roading or back street driving or whatever.
Back
Like
Street
with
Boys.
I guess like Jeeps and stuff. But
monster trucks too.
what?
Monster trucks too. Dune buggies.
Okay, that's going a little Fast and the Furious. Big ass or something like that. I don't know.
Big ass.
Big ass trucks. That's where it'll probably go to, you know, like.
Eventually, probably get to all the vehicles.
But yeah,
That's
I
gonna be
want to
awesome.
see. I really want to see an off-roading.
I want to see Dwayne the Rock Johnson driving a monster truck. Because he
Yeah.
has the giant vehicles.
Yeah, and also I like to see another something based in Tokyo, just because like we don't see that guy who's in the Tokyo Drift movie again.
Which one was that?
The fuck was that?
It was a dog, but we'll worry about that later.
Okay, that scared the shit out of me, but yeah, the. Wait a minute. Let me curse that out. Yeah, I want to see off-roading. I want to see another Tokyo Drift one because you don't see that kid again in Tokyo Drift. Well, you
probably
see
don't
him
see a lot of
in
characters from the other movies.
you see him in 6, but that's only for a little bit, and he doesn't even look that different either. But you know, something like that, I guess.
Replay value. What would you rewatch this movie a couple times?
I definitely buy it on DVD. Yeah, I think it's like medium high.
I think
Maybe medium.
as with most action movies, you can just rewatch because the action, you can always rewatch Transformers movies. Obviously, it's not because of the storyline. It's just it's awesome to see robots fighting each other.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty high then. All right.
Well, also I want to get into some free talk real quick, or I have notes written down, so I like to talk about a few things real quick. I only have like a page and a half of them. Okay, so
Not too,
that
though.
what?
No, sorry. Go ahead. I was
All
thinking.
right, so so the first race, Fast and Furious. Each movie always starts out with a race or a chase or something like that.
No, I'm movies.
Another worst part is that he drove his car backwards and boosted backwards.
It's over
that
the
was
top.
so
remember?
stupid.
It's over the top. It's
like
funny.
it was so stupid.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Like, oh my goodness. And then
Cool.
also it ended on good terms too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Don't pay attention.
sorry, but that's scaring me a little bit.
Well, we'll deal with it afterwards.
But yeah, it ended on good terms, unlike most races do in the beginning of Fast and Furious movies. But and he came back to help later, so it tied in. So that was nice. He became, and then
I feel like we discussed some of this in notes.
what?
Oh, go keep going.
Well, I'm gonna skip some stuff. The Rock broke his handcuffs.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
he's
The
just
Rock.
over the freaking top. And Jason Statham
He must be.
or
dead.
Rickard, he was like freaking Spider-Man. He was going like.
Yeah, I know. He's just flipping over stuff,
Yeah.
climbing against the fences and stuff.
Yeah, and then okay, I think the best banter between two people in this movie is probably Hobbs and Stamos.
I would say so.
Like
I love
it's
how
like,
you use not like you use one actor's name and one's character's name.
yeah, it's just like that part where he's like, "I'm gonna punch your teeth so far down your throat, you're gonna need to stick your toothbrush up your ass."
Yeah, that's funny.
That was awesome. And then I think no, I already did that. That soccer team chanting was really weird, by the way, too.
It was his because he's from the Hawaiian Islands. It was a Hawaiian chant.
Is he from Hawaii? Huh,
Or
okay.
Polynesia. No, I think he's from Hawaii. I'm pretty sure The Rock is from Hawaii.
Okay. Also, because the biggest thing is that Vin has a kid. Dude, that was like so unexpected, you know? Like,
Well, I don't know. I haven't watched the other one, so it just seemed.
yeah, but like you see Lena's in the 5th movie, right? And she's like a cop, and then they hook up. And then like in the 6th movie when Letty comes back, he's like, "Oh, I love her," you know, like and everything. So that's why, you know. I mean, that was so unsurprising. Like I was just like, "Holy crap." You know, like that was a big thing, and then and his name was. Oh yeah, he also changed his name. I don't think she would have liked that. You know,
Who?
she named him Marcos. Remember?
That was
Lena?
her middle name.
Oh, that was his middle name.
Yeah, she's like, his name is Marcos.
Oh, his father should
That's
give him
it.
his first name.
Yeah,
So
well-
Brian Marcos Toretto.
Have you even been paying attention to this movie yet?
Oh yeah, you're one to talk, dude. Also, Dom's suit when he was attacking that Russian guy, that was freaking cool. Like he looked like he looks like something from Gears of War, I think maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why something, or I guess those like those. I was gonna call them grounders.
Right, guards.
Locusts. I said grounders. The fake Deckard death scene was that's what gave me a little bit of a boost in the movie towards the story driven part, because like that sort of
I
like
felt like it was kind of obvious. I mean, that was me.
that was obvious. I thought he
I
actually
thought-
just died. I mean, I was just
I
like,
didn't think he
damn it.
actually died. I'm like, no way they killed off like a main character like Stamos.
I mean, he'd been in like 2 or 3 movies, so I mean, I don't think it would have been that big a deal.
Well, me not watching all the other.
Then them killing Lena sucked. I felt bad for his crap. You know, she was just trying to protect her kid. And then also that part where like Roman's like on the ice with the car door, and then he like takes out these 6 guys on snow.
Yeah,
bikes or whatever.
He's like weirdly strong as well.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of cameos from other movies in this. Well, you don't know, but like those 2 guys, there were like 2 guys in there who were in the 5th movie.
Yeah,
They were part of
you were
Dom's
telling
old,
me as well.
yeah, they were part of Dom's old crew, and then there was just a bunch of other people too. Like there's a call out to one of the bad guys from the 6th movie, and then a bunch of other stuff, and then yeah, I think that's about everything. So let's get into the rating. Garrett, what do you rate this?
I would rate this a strong 7.
All right, why?
It was just an action movie, and just like any
Also,
other,
remember this is final thoughts too. So
just as in with any other action movies, it's fun to watch. Not that great a story, I think. I mean, yeah. You don't go in there for the story, you go in there for the action. Let's just be honest.
and the girls, yes.
It was pretty good action.
Like, cause this is like I said before, this is a This is a movie series that airs on Spike, and Spike is all about women, cars, and what was the third thing? Women, cars, and action.
Action,
Yeah.
What's your rating?
My rating is an 8.4. Now I know it's a little high. Like Rotten Tomatoes gave
Just
it a
like
low
you.
rating. I like a lot of people have given it crap, and I will admit around Fast 5 is when the movies start getting ridiculous. But I mean, it kind of has a good like it shows you how far they progressed really. Like they just started out as street racers, and now they're like international type guys, you know, like they do international missions that always involve with cars. Can you imagine if they had to do a mission without cars? It's like, okay, we need you to break into this base and kill this guy. It's like, all right, give us our vehicles. It's like, what? It's like, we need vehicles to do this.
It's all inside.
Why? You
It's
just,
all
you just
inside.
walk in there. Trust me. We need vehicles. Just like, they give him like this crappy little moped.
Yeah.
They crashed it.
What if they did an underwater movie with like tunnels and water vehicles?
There's not really much water vehicles, and they sort of did with this one with the submarine, I guess. But yeah, I thought this movie was probably tied with the first one, or is the best of the series. I can see why it did so well, because I thought it was probably the best. It made me laugh more than any other movie. And I just the story, yeah, I'll give you that it wasn't, like, it was sort of predictable and stuff like that, and there are a few things wrong with it, but overall I loved this movie. I liked it.
You love every movie.
Well, I pick all the good movies to watch.
Yeah, well, okay, anyway, that comes out to a 7.7 rating.
Yeah, I think Rotten Tomatoes gave him like a 70 something, maybe.
Yeah, we're Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, you found this out.
Yeah, we're
What of it?
we're fresh potatoes.
Oh, shut up.
Fresh potatoes.
It's the luck of the Irishman.
Yeah.
All
Ain't
right.
no famines in here.
Well, thank you for watching your review.
If you guys have enjoyed,
Please hug that like button.
and also subscribe to our channel for more content.
And also leave down in the comments if you watch that movie what you think of what we said.
Also, you probably won't, if our schedule is a little.
No, don't.
No, I just want to say it for a little bit. Is that
No.
It'll be like a second. Shut
I'm
up.
kidding.
Is that if our schedule is messed up, that is only because that is the situation we can do it in right now. But like,
We've explained that to them. They
yeah,
understand.
we yeah.
You
No, I didn't
you need to
actually.
stop
I didn't
worrying.
upload that
There's
actually.
there's more people.
I didn't upload that.
They
Actually.
can understand it.
Well, yeah. So if you guys can understand, but we will at least be uploading once a week,
Something like that. If someone doesn't,
maybe twice a week sometimes. You know.
not all at once in 1 week.
Yeah.
Like
So.
Trent did last time.
Mm.
Well, anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.